Thomas Edison was one of the most innovative and creative people in history. He contributed to manufacturing, mining, transportation. He created the entire recording industry. At his death, he had 2,332 patents to his name. Most people think they can't be as creative as Edison. On MasterChef for Professionals, one of the most terrifying tests was the reinvention test. Here, professional chefs were brought to their knees, but if they just had one or two simple techniques, they would actually be able to find that great idea. So the first step is to ask the right question. What's the problem we're trying to solve? What's the outcome we're trying to achieve? If you just leap into innovating, then you're doomed to failure. Secondly, you need to think in two completely different ways. Firstly, divergent thinking, pulling the problem apart, understanding it from its angles. Convergent thinking is then bringing the problem back together. One of my favourite techniques for divergent thinking is called scamper. In scamper, S is for substitute. So the first thing you're going to do is pull the product apart, understand all of its components, and then start asking the question, what can we take out? What can we add back in? So if we take the example of Coke, for instance. Coke is made up of water, sugar, flavour, bubbles. What if we took out the sugar and replaced it with a diet product? So now we've created Diet Coke and a whole new category of soft drink is born. C is for combine. So here we're actually trying to look for what can we bring together. When I'm doing A, I often have B in my hand. Some other ideas are things like where can I build synergy? What two things are nearly the same so that I could bring them into one product? So if I like the taste of cola, but I want an energy hit, I might go for Red Bull and cola. But most of you have a better example sitting in your pockets. It's called a camera phone, and it's busily killing off the compact camera industry. So A is for adapt. Here we're looking to another industry. We're looking for a product and we're saying, where has someone else solved a very similar problem, and how can I bring that into my industry? Where do people do things similar? So the carpenters took the bandsaw from the meatpacking industry. Banks took the ATM from the vending machine industry. In the soft drink industry, we have this container called a bag in the box. It was taken from the chemical industry where it was originally used to transport battery acid. M is for minimise or maximise. This world is full of products that only ever really found their stride when they became the right size, bigger, smaller, or just the right size for your hand. So here we're thinking about what can we make bigger or smaller. If you take a walk down the soft drink aisle, you'll see that one product is packaged in many different ways, from 135 mils up to 500 mils, hopefully one to share. If you take a wall clock and you shrink it, you get a watch. If you blow it up, you get Big Ben. P is for put to another use. So where could I take this problem I've already solved and find another market or industry that has a similar problem and go and solve that problem there? So we all know the 101 uses for Coke, whether it's as an insecticide or an engine degreaser. My personal favourite is you take a bottle of Coke, you open the lid, you take a Mentos and you drop it in, and you stand way back and enjoy the show. E is for eliminate. This one is all about simplification. What can I do with a simpler version of the product? What if I took a feature out instead of adding one back in? So where can you take a step out of a process for all of us iTalk people? So if I took Coke, again, water, sugar, flavour, bubbles, what would I have left if I took all the water out of a Coke? Well, I'd have a solid, which is a Coke bottle wallet. But the iPad is a very similar idea, a powerful computer in your hand with no keyboard. R is for reverse, and this is my personal favourite, and one of the most helpful ones. What would happen if we turned the product upside down? What would happen if we did the process in reverse? The last one is, how would you achieve the opposite effect? So if I have sugar-laden, unhealthy, fizzy soft drink, how do I achieve the reverse effect of that? Well, I take water and I add vitamins. That'd have to be healthy for us, wouldn't it? So lastly, we've now got all of our ideas on the table, and we now have to go and choose the best one. So you rate, weight, rank your ideas against that original solution that you had to achieve. But remember, if you're going to be innovative, you have to give up your fear of failure. Some of the best brands in the world have failed. And as Woody Allen says, if you aren't failing every now and again, perhaps you aren't doing anything that's really innovative. Thank you.